All right. Here we go. Screen share. There we go. All right, here. Everyone, tell me if they can see their screen. We're doing a super fun test, okay? Raise your hand if you want to be the brave one to go first. Jason, do you want to go first? Okay, someone else has to go. Okay, one sec. Okay, someone else was welcome here. Let's see here. Okay. Did you guys see if Luke is here or he's not here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to go first, okay, because you're first on my screen. I want you to read the first paragraph here for me.
I believe that all educators, public and private, should be monitored for content and character. The security of students should be protected, and only the teacher will be subject to such monitoring. Parents should have access to all teaching interactions.
Very good. I'm going to ask you some questions. What is an educator, Jason?
The educator is the person that educates other people.
I'll give you an example of types of educators. Give me some other names. I'm going to give you one. Professor. Give me some more.
Teacher, tutor.
One more. Okay.
Educator. I think.
Oh, that's good for now. Okay. What is monitored mean? If I say something should be monitored, Jason, what does that mean?
Monitor is watched.
Okay, watched. Okay, very good. So if someone is of high character, what does that mean?
What?
If I say someone has a high character, what does that mean?
High character?
Yes.
It means that they have good character.
So
they have good they have good characteristics, like they are helpful and loyal. Those two together could be like.
Maybe, I mean, if you're good to people who you don't know, if you have a good personality, good heart. Okay, question. I'm gonna go and make a little test here for you.
You're asking me everything. Ask someone else.
No, because everyone that could have to answer, okay?
Oh, man.
Okay, here. This is your name, Jason. I want to ask you a question here. Do you think that teachers should be monitored or should they not be monitored?
I think public teachers should be monitored, but private teachers shouldn't.
Okay, public.
Teacher.
Well, stop for a sec. So you're saying public teachers should be monitored, but private not. Keep going. Give me some more thoughts.
Well, parents can monitor the private.
Okay.
Teachers is for public.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the public teachers, well, they already are monitored. So
no, that's not what I'm talking about, sir. What I'm talking about is, you see how for me, when I'm teaching you, I record, I put online. So in case the parents want to see what they're being taught in the classroom, do you think a public school teacher, there should be a webcam so the parents can watch what the public school teacher is doing in the classroom?
Yes.
Why?
Right now.
Why?
Because number one, if parents are worried about what's happening, they can watch the they can watch the video, and if the things are being recorded all the time, and the kid missed the class because they were
very good. Can access if there are concerns about what kind of concerns would a parent want to have a camera in the classroom? What would your parents be upset to see the teacher doing?
If a kid is the teacher not doing good?
Like use more vocabulary. Like, can you elaborate for me?
I don't actually know.
Okay, so that's your opinion. Question, read the next one, Jason. Actually, no, it's okay. I'm going to go and put, this is your answer right here. Jason. And the next one I'm going to call on is Michael Lee. Can you please answer? Hey, Michael, are you there?
Yeah, yep, I'm here.
Listen, I know you're busy, my brother, but do you mind contributing a little bit? You sound like you have a lot to say, man, okay? Do you mind reading number 2 for me, please?
Sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, I believe that murder and child abuse are especially... Is it heinous? Heinous?
Heinous. The correct way is heinous. Do you know what the word heinous means?
Heinous? No.
This is a more advanced vocabulary, things you learn in university. Heinous is there's something that's gross, but it's almost unhuman. So a good way I would describe heinous, it's a crime or something that is beyond what people consider to be normal human behavior. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Can you go on, please? Like
okay.
One. Okay.
And deserve special consideration. In the interest of public safety, I support the death penalty for such criminals.
What's the death penalty?
A death penalty is something death penalty is like something that'll get someone killed because they did something.
Okay, so do we have it in Canada?
I don't think so. But I'm not.
I went to a academy training for 5 days, and death penalty. They observed 3 medicine, drug, whatever you call it, into you. The first one make you pass out. The second one stops all your muscles and excluding the heart, and the third one stops the heart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys care, but the first medication is a sedative, analgesic. What it does is it puts the prisoner into a coma. The second one stops the diaphragm and stops the breathing. It's a paralytic. The third one is potassium chloride, which disrupts communication in the heart. It constitutes lethal injection in both China and USA. Jason.
Well, I also learned
that. Just 1 second. Can I finish with Michael Lee? Because this is his segment. We're trying to talk. Michael, I apologize for the interruption. Do you mind just finishing up for number 2? It's quite interesting. Hey, Michael.
I read the entirety of number 2.
Question. Can you give me a reason to have the death penalty for people who do crimes which are extremely heinous? Give me a pro, please.
To make sure it just never happens again.
Okay, so never happens again. Okay, so that would be, let's call that safety. Give me one more reason why we should do this.
So people feel more safe in that the people are punished for their
so sense of justice and calm. Okay, so
yeah, sure.
Okay, that'll be called calm. In law we call it punitive. Okay, give me one against it, then I'll move on. I know that you're busy. Yeah, why would someone say it's wrong for the government to kill a murderer, let's say? Give me some reasoning for that.
Because it could be wrong for a government to just kill someone for an action they did. Some people might be against that.
Okay,
so like threatened by the government or something.
So why do you think? So why would someone be against that? What would be the argument that we shouldn't be doing this? What kind of argument would that be?
It can be too harmful, and it can threaten some people.
So it's too gross. It makes people uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, sure.
Might make people uneasy. I'll tell you something. It's very uneasy. It's not easy to talk about. Okay. So is Eric Zhang in the house? Eric?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Hey, brother. Do you mind doing number 3 for me? We're both just going through the answers and just helping me understand you guys a bit. Do you mind reading number 3 for me?
Sure. The Canadian system is based on personal freedom, and this should be extended to education. At the current time, parents are forced to choose between public and Catholic schools if they wish to have their tuition covered. To increase choice, I advocate to issue all eligible students with a voucher to apply towards any school they select.
Good.
If there is a cost difference, brackets 10,000 voucher vs 15,000 tuition.
Good.
Then it would be up to the parents to make up the difference.
Very good. So I have some questions to ask for you. Do you think all schools should cost money, or all schools should be free? What's your opinion?
I think like it should be like paid, like right now it's being paid through taxes.
Okay.
Because teachers need to get paid because it's like their job. and like they
Okay.
need like in order to like live and like pay for like rent, food, and
Yeah.
like whatever.
So are you saying that teachers make their payments through taxes? Well, that's public school teachers, right?
Yeah.
But the question is, how do private school teachers make money?
So like each person like they pay like a certain amount of money, so usually like a few $1,000s a year,
Mhm.
and then that money or from like every single student is piled up and then is distributed to like the like everyone like all of the staff and like whoever like created like the school and stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to explain something to you. So let's say you decide to go to public or Catholic school, you will pay nothing. Your parents pay nothing. But let's say your parents decide to send you to, let's say, Upper Canada College, some sort of school in Newmarket, prestigious. You will get the same tuition rate as a non-Canadian from another country. Essentially, you will not get any of the tax credit that your parents paid for the house. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Or is that confusing? Eric? Eric, are you there? Did I lose you?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay, so essentially it's kind of like your parents' tax credits for education are wasted. Do you think that we should keep it the way it is or change it?
I think we should change it
Okay, so change it. Why?
because like when your parents spend money, like it should go towards like you like in general or like
Should
the family.
do
But like if
them.
it doesn't count, then like it's kind of wasted.
Okay, so you don't like the idea of money that your parents pay being wasted, right?
Yeah.
What happens if you pay money to go to a school and the teachers are, let's say, very poor, they don't work hard, they're not intelligent? Do you think that you should have the right to take the child out of the school?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you support having cameras in the classroom?
Oh yeah, I would support it.
What things would worry you about a teacher doing in the classroom that it would be good to have a camera that would be helpful?
So like sometimes like when you get home, like you might not understand like the material you were given.
Very good.
Like, if you're like recorded, then like your parents can see like what you were taught in class, and then
Okay.
they can like use that to like, teach you.
Exactly. I'll tell you something else. So, I teach various students different topics. When I'm teaching, sometimes I speak fast or too slow, maybe. They can stop it, get the speed up. They can also share with their family so their family can learn, not just them. What do you guys think about that? Is that a good idea?
Oh yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay, next on the list, who we got here? Let's see. Chloe, are you in the house?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. How are you, Chloe? Do you want to keep the monitor on or off?
Off.
Okay, perfect. So question, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? It's a controversial question. Do you know what controversial means?
I think so.
Okay, do you mind just tell me what you think it means? Maybe we can kind of talk about the word a little bit.
I think it means like something that people can debate over like a lot, and like something that maybe like rubs people the wrong way.
Okay, so maybe, do you know what consensus means? A consensus.
No.
A consensus means we all agree, right? So we all agree that food is good, but we all don't agree that all food is good, right?
Yeah.
Questions for you. Do you believe that everyone should get the same health care in Canada, or people with more money should be entitled to have a higher level of service if they pay for it?
I think as long as someone like paid for it, they should get higher. But if they're not paying for it, then everybody should get the same amount, like of healthcare.
Okay, so what you're saying is a two level type tier of healthcare. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So, for example, everyone gets one level, but you have the option of buying additional levels, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a pro to having only one type of healthcare. A pro.
Nobody's like complaining about how richer people, just because they're richer, get better healthcare, and then like, yeah, just like no fighting.
Okay, so question. So let's say someone is a multimillionaire and they're up to get let's say, a transplant. Should they be able to pay more money to go up the transplant list?
No.
Okay, so what do you think that person is going to do if they get told no? Will they just die?
I don't think they'll necessarily die, but like
Okay.
they'll be put on the list, and I guess if they don't make it in time, then I guess they'll just have to pass away. Because
how about they might leave the country?
if they leave the country and another country is able to give it to them, then of course they can live and get the transplant from another country.
Well, I'm just going to tell you one other side. There's a lot of people in Canada who are very wealthy and they get they're waiting on a list for surgery and they end up going to, let's say, Asia for that. Do you think that's fair either?
I think it's fair because they're spending the money that they earned in order to get the transplant that they need. They aren't necessarily like skipping people. They're using the money to try and get another opportunity from another country.
Okay. Okay. So you are okay with, let's say, medical tourism, right?
What does that mean?
Okay. Medical tourism means, let's say you a surgery. Let's say I need a surgery, God forbid. They tell me 2 years. I can pay money and go to Thailand or Mexico and it's done next week.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
But this is a problem. Do you think that people who pay so much money in taxes would be a little bit upset that there's no relationship between how much they pay in taxes and how well they're treated?
I feel like they would be mad.
Okay, so there's two kinds of healthcare. There is social healthcare and private healthcare, okay?
Okay.
So that you know, one is communism, one is capitalism. Canada is a social, but some countries have different levels of healthcare. Okay, Angelina.
Hi.
Is Angelina in the house?
Yeah.
How are you doing? How's golf camp?
Pretty good.
You know, I am so bad at golf. I was going to do a TikTok of me falling down doing the golf club. You'll make fun of me. But anyways, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that people should get into university based on their grades or based on including people from certain backgrounds that are disadvantaged? What's more important?
Grades.
Okay, so the first category is grades, okay? So that is called merit.
Both of them is in account right now.
Sorry?
Both of them is in account right now?
Who's in account?
Both the grades and the background is in account. If you have like someone has better grades and good background and someone has a little bit less grades but very worse background, the person with the worst background get into the university or the person with good background wouldn't.
That's a good point, but I just want
the university can see that
can we just stop? Can we just stop? I just want Angelina to, like right now, I'm talking with each of my beloved students individually. Okay? I'm sorry about that, Angelina.
Wait, so when you say like grades or like which background you came from?
I'll give you an example. Okay, so merit is grades, that's grades, your work. But let's say that there are lots of Asians, Jewish people, and white people, but there's not a lot of Black people, Latino people, gay people, or transsexual people. Okay, so Harvard might decide that they might have one category for, let's say, Asians, whites, Jews, but let's say you fit into a category, they will actually take you in at a lesser grade. Do you guys understand what I'm saying, Angelina?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, so
crackly.
Oh, sorry. So what I'm trying to say is some schools, they try to include students who don't have as good grades because they want to give people with a poor backgrounds a chance. Does that make sense, Angelina?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the problem is if they do that, it's harder for you to get into the school.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because if we're just going on grades, that's one thing. But if other people have different rules than you, it's like you're playing basketball with one hand behind your back. Does that make sense, Angelina?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your opinion? Can you think of a way we can go and include people, but also be fair to make sure everyone that gets into has the high grades?
Then we should probably, well, we could just like, I don't know, you could like do this where you have a list of people where you don't have like a little, like not that many, like you could have like one race, right?
Yes.
Any of one race.
Yes.
But then there is another race that's like a lot, like for example Asians. Then if they all had high grades, but then like an Asian had the highest grade, they should probably, but then like the race that doesn't have as many people would probably also should be included if they were second. But a lot of schools try to be more like diverse and stuff.
Okay. But
so,
diversity, so there's one goal of a school is to be diverse. The other goal is to have the best students. Is it more important that we look at the grades or we look at the race of the students? What's more important to you, Angelina?
Grades.
Okay, well, so grades is better. Okay, perfect. So why is grades more important than skin color?
Because even if you do have like, either if it's if you are like a white person or like a black person, even if you don't have good grades, that's sort of your fault because you didn't work hard enough for it.
You got it.
Then but like I say you should probably just like go by whoever is the smartest or has the best like grades because you work for it.
Perfect. Alfred, can I please get your response, please?
Okay, I'm not saying that I agree with like the race thing, but what I do think is like for a school, like they may take race into account just so that they aren't seen as racist.
You got it.
Because lots of people believe that, and a big part of a school is like its reputation, right?
Yes.
So like if a school is seen as racist, then you know it damages the reputation, therefore pushing them down the rankings.
You got it. So from my perspective, I want the best students, right? Your skin color and your race doesn't apply to me. What applies to me is how well you engage with me. Does that make sense? But let's say I had a school with all one race. That is fine. If all of my students who are smart are black or Indian, whatever, I don't care. But if we start trying to check off the races and the genders, that's defeats the purpose of education. Do you get what I'm saying, Alfred?
Yeah.
So what's your opinion? Do you think we should focus on the best and who cares what they say? Or should we try to be more inclusive and let other things suffer? Okay, we got some more students. What do you say?
Best still, but whatever it's.
All right, Angelina, can you help me out here?
Yeah, but still, well, even if you get pushed down the rankings, but if you have the smarter child or smarter kid, then that smart kid will help you will most likely push you up the rankings again, because like they'll probably be like pretty successful.
Piece of paper.
Sorry. Angelina, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something I want to say. What if we have a child from a very poor background and they're smart enough, but they can't afford the tuition? What should we do?
Scholarship.
Yes. So this is how I would look at the issue. I think that it should be on grades alone. And if the rich can afford it, that's great. But if you're smart and you're poor, we will push so hard so you can get the best education possible. Raise your hand if you agree with me. Okay, so Luca agrees. Listen, Jason, do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Are you just saying yeah, or are you part of this conversation? We're part of a very important conversation. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going through this. Okay, perfect. Now, Luca, I haven't got you yet, okay? Luca, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, what is a carbon tax?
I don't know.
Okay, so carbon tax, who knows? So I'm gonna ask Luca, what's carbon? Carbon. Luca, what's carbon? I'm asking you. Carbon, you can look it up, but carbon is the most important element, I'll say the most important element in our environment, science thing. So a carbon tax is a tax that whenever you burn fuel for energy, it costs money to offset greenhouse gases. Do you understand that, Luca?
Yes.
Okay, so when I go to get gas in my car, I pay a carbon tax. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They say that having a carbon tax, people use less gas, okay, because it's more expensive. Also, they use the money to help the environment. Do you support paying higher taxes to make people drive less? Or do you support no carbon taxes?
I think I do support the carbon tax.
Okay, tell me why you support the carbon tax. It could be like 15 cents, 20 cents a liter, which is a lot of money, friends. So give me some more reasons why you support the carbon tax.
Because I think it's like, I'm pretty sure that carbon produces like pollution, right?
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure pollution is like a big thing now because the planet is destroying and stuff.
So you're saying it's a bad, okay, that's very good.
Yeah, so I
okay, you're saying that a carbon tax helps the environment directly. There's a relationship between the carbon tax and no harm to the environment, right?
Yes.
Carbon tax helps reduce pollution. Okay, give me a reason why someone would be against the carbon tax.
Because they want to pay less taxes?
Pay less tax. Give me some more reasons. Maybe they don't like the idea of the government having so much control.
Yeah, I guess that's one.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So who haven't I called on? Who have I not called on? Alfred?
Yep.
I think I called on you. We discussed, didn't we?
Well, you.
Well, yeah, for Angelina's point.
Oh, Angelina. Okay. Okay, perfect. Just 1 second here. Hey, Alfred, you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you know how I'm always going for the controversial stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, question. Do you believe that Canada should offer services in the courthouses to people from languages other than only English and French?
As in like translators and whatnot?
Well, right now, under the Canadian Bill of Rights in 82, the Constitution, you have rights to get service in English and French. You know about that, Bud, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that having only English and French is it good? I'm going to give you a pro. The pro is by having only English and French, it forms us to be united over those two languages. One con is that because there's so many other people from China, Japan, India, Africa, it kind of makes them feel excluded. So I want you to kind of give me your thoughts and work through this problem. What would be the correct approach to this problem the Canadian way?
Honestly, I think that Canada is like a very diverse country.
Okay. Okay.
And like, although majority speak English, it's not like their own, a language that they learned first.
Okay.
So like, there's lots of lots of immigrants, things like that.
Yes.
And like if you only have English and French services in court,
okay,
it doesn't really make them feel like at home.
Okay.
Doesn't make them feel supported. So like, I think that if there was a lot more languages that, you know, were like supported,
Okay.
it would allow everybody to feel like they're at home.
Okay, so this is something I wanted to say you. I ask you, do you think there's more Chinese speakers or French speakers in Toronto? I'm gonna ask
Chinese.
you. Okay, so every job in Ontario and Toronto looks for French. Do you get what I'm saying, Alfred? Like you
Yeah.
see French? Okay, but the thing is, don't you think it's kind of a useless skill to have in Toronto or outside Quebec?
Yeah.
But right now there's a taboo that says looking for a Chinese speaker. But the thing is, right, if you're going to work in a diverse country serving all these people, you can't ignore the elephant in the room. Have you heard that
Yeah.
expression before?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to brainstorm with me. So what languages, so let's say you elect me to be the mayor of Toronto, okay?
All
What
right.
languages would you think would be smart for me to offer at my city hall? I'll start with Mandarin. I have Cantonese students as well. It is question for you. Are there more Mandarin or Cantonese speakers in Toronto? What do you think?
I think Mandarin.
Okay. Okay. What other languages would you think would be smart to offer to Toronto people? Like we can't offer every single one, right?
All right. Yeah.
Spanish.
Can you please go? It's next. I just want to talk with Alfred here. What other languages would be smart to offer to Toronto people?
I think Mandarin. Yeah, that's a big one.
I'm gonna go Spanish. Okay, next one. Lots of Spanish. It's Spanish.
Cantonese.
Cantonese. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Hindi. Hindi is the Indian language. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some more language. Question: should we offer Hebrew, the Jewish language?
Sure. Yeah.
No,
No.
because there's not enough of us.
How
It's a
about
waste of money.
Arabic?
Yeah, Arabic is a great one because you want to cover as many Canadians as possible, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we do if we have an old Chinese dude who needs help and, he's at the city hall and he's trying to speak French and English? It's going to be frustrating for everybody, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should replace maybe listen, I might get hate for this, but it would be more logical if we replace the French translators with Chinese. I think it would be a smoother transition. What about you?
Yeah. It would be pretty helpful.
Awesome. So do you like living in a multicultural country?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what do you like about, bud?
Well, it's like you get to learn about a lot of different types of cultures, you know?
Awesome.
You get to interact with a lot of different people.
Okay, cool. Do you feel like connected to other Canadians?
Yeah.
What do
And
you-
they're like, when I look at them, right, they aren't really like, different races or whatnot. It's just
Yeah.
like they're Canadian, you know?
Well, the thing is, right, like, do you feel that I'm that different than you?
Not really.
Like, I mean, like our age is different, but when I talk to you and your sister, your mom obviously is a different world that I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
But with you two, it's like you're exactly like me. And even though we don't look different, we have so much in common. We have more in common with each other than, let's say, if we went to our ancestral homelands, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So that's just my
Yeah.
opinion. Who else haven't I called on? Am I everybody? Listen, guys.
Where's Luke? Where's Justin though?
Justin, listen, he seems a little bit, he doesn't seem that, he seems busy. Okay. Just 1 second here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was 7 numbers on it, and there's 7.
Okay.
pages.
1 second here. Okay, here, let's do, so that's my TikTok video. Is that funny? Do you guys know what's TikTok?
I haven't watched
Yeah.
it.
Who knows what this is? What is it? Can you guys see my TikTok or no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks very different from like what you are now, like the picture of you. I
I'm
guess
just-
without headphones.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But I think that sometimes people put really mean things about Chinese people online. Who thinks that's the case? Who has seen
Yeah.
mean things about Chinese people?
Like they started COVID or whatnot.
And
or-
who has ever seen something mean about Chinese people?
Does it count on the entitled parents Reddit?
Okay, I'm looking here. 1 second. Reddit, I'm actually not into. I just got TikTok 2 days ago. Who raised their hand, by the way? Alfred, can you go there, please? Alfred.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever seen anti-Chinese stuff on the computer?
Yes, I have.
Can you talk to me about it? What type of content
Well,
is
I saw
it?
this TikTok where it was like, oh, Chinese people and black people have to stop being mean to white people. And then in the comments, it was like, people were saying like, oh, whatever, Chinese people are being so entitled and whatnot, things like that.
Yeah, well, would you call this a positive or negative TikTok for China?
Negative.
No, the one I'm showing on my screen.
Oh, positive.
Okay, so do you think maybe that people should post more positive things about China on the TikTok? I think maybe.
Yes.
Because so what I'm doing is I'm posting positive things about China, showing how much we have in common with the Jewish and Canadian people. And I'm hoping that will stop the racism. I'm very new to this, but that's it. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom. Can we take a 5-minute break, guys?
Okay.
Look here, guys. Look at my screen. Can you guys see me? You see my hands. Who sees my hands?
Wait, what do you see your hands?
Okay, I want Alfred to go ahead and give me a state or a province. Go.
All right, hold on.
I want you all to get your maps open. Can you guys hear me? Everyone should get their maps open to a map of Google Maps. And I'm asking all of you guys to give me a state or a province, and we're going to learn the capital together.
None of it.
Iqaluit, am I right?
Let me see. Yep, you're right.
Okay, next, Angelina. Are you in the house?
Yes. Wait, is it supposed to be in US only?
Or Canada. It can be anywhere. It can be as hard as you want. You're going to have to stop me. So far, we've learned that the capital of Nunavut is Iqaluit. The newest territory of Canada. This is very important.
I just searched this up. I don't know how to say it.
Just try.
Like Idaho or something.
Idaho. The capital is Boise.
Let me see.
Capital of Wyoming.
Who was that?
Jason.
Jason, Cheyenne.
How?
Am I right or wrong?
It is right.
Chloe, give me a state or a province.
Colorado.
Colorado is Denver. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Yes. Okay, Michael Lee's turn. Michael Lee, ask me a state or a province. I'll give you the capital.
Michigan.
Sorry?
Michigan.
Lansing. Check it. Lansing.
Capital of Bermuda Island.
That's not in Canada or America.
Got it, by the
You
way.
can try. Do you know that?
Bermuda, I don't know. I think it's Bridgetown, but I'm not sure.
No,
Okay,
it's called Hamilton.
I would know
Let's
that.
go. Gotcha. Yay.
Fine, but you see, that wasn't part of the game. Okay, who can give me a hard state or province to learn together? Raise your hand.
All right.
Angelina, I know you can give me a tough one. You can stump me.
Illinois.
Illinois, Springfield.
What are you looking at?
Am I looking at anything? Look at my face. Who thinks I'm cheating?
Last time you looked over there.
Look, I'm going to close my eyes. Who here sees my hands over my eyes?
Me.
Me.
Do you believe me that I'm being honest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not looking. I want someone to yell out a state or province.
Washington.
Washington, Olympia,
Vermont.
Montpelier,
Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg. Check it. Check Harrisburg. Check my answers, guys.
What did you say for Vermont?
Montpelier.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys. Let's see. Are we learning together?
Yes.
Ontario.
North Carolina.
Sorry? Which Carolina?
North.
Raleigh. South,
North
Columbia.
Dakota. North Dakota.
Is it Pierre?
No.
What would it start with?
A B.
A what?
B.
B.
Oh, this is gonna kill me. I don't know. You guys stop me.
Let's
Bismarck.
go.
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now so finally we played that game. First I tested you, now we're testing me. Now we're looking at a map of Canada, okay?
In
Who
North Dakota, it's Bismarck.
Bismarck. It's named after a German military general in the late 19th century. Who sees the map of Toronto on my screen?
Me.
Okay, so who knows what the 6 is? Raise your hand if you know what the 6 is.
Me. You told me already before.
Okay, first I'm gonna ask Luca. Do you know the suburbs of Toronto, Luca? Luca?
Okay, sorry. I thought I was clicking it, but I wasn't clicking.
Nobody. So can you tell me some suburbs of Toronto? Something that anyone in the area should know? Look at the map here and tell me some cities there.
East York.
Yeah, East York is one. What else is one?
North York.
How about this one?
York.
Yeah, how about Toronto's one? How about this one? How do we say this one?
I'll try, but I'm probably gonna get it wrong.
Try.
Etobicoke.
Everyone say after me, Etobicoke.
Etobicoke.
Etobicoke. Etobicoke.
Coke.
Everyone, no, I know it sounds Coke, says Coke, but it's not the drink. Okay, what is to the west of Toronto? Anyone heard of Mississauga?
Yes.
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 Okay, so I don't think that Michael knows this because he's in America, right?
Mississippi.
It's Jason.
Mississauga. Haha.
Jason's in America.
Yes, very good. Okay, who do we have here? Alfred, go ahead.
What?
Oh, I thought you raised your hand. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, shoot,
Okay,
that's from before. Sorry.
okay. Michael Lee, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the biggest highway in Toronto? What's the most famous highway in Toronto?
Most famous highway, the Highway of Heroes, is that right?
Very good. So tell me more about the Highway of Heroes. That's a great answer.
I don't know much about the Highway of Heroes.
But honestly, man, I feel like you have a lot to offer. Tell me more about what the number of the highway is called. Highway of Heroes.
The number of the Highway of Heroes?
Yes. Remember, guys,
I'm not sure, but
I
if
give you guys the answer on the screen. Look at my mouse, guys.
it's 401, isn't it?
Yes. Who here's heard the Highway 401?
Uh,
Okay.
Probably.
Alfred, can I ask you a question?
Why would I know it? Why would I?
Well, I mean, you should come to Toronto and find out. Toronto is very cool. Who here knows where the Toronto Zoo is?
I do. I
Okay.
actually was supposed to go there before.
Okay, tell me about the Toronto Zoo.
It's a zoo.
What kind of animals do you have there?
Pandas.
Yeah.
he's never actually been there.
Yeah, I was supposed to go, but then I realized that my mom realized that we didn't have like an appointment, so.
Oh, okay. By the way, you should go on a school trip, right? Right now, I'm at a camp. I'm helping my wife run a summer camp. I think we're organizing a trip to the Toronto Zoo. Toronto Zoo has the panda. Who knows where the panda is from? Anyone know?
China, duh.
Okay, who thinks it's China?
Or maybe Japan. I don't know.
Maybe
No.
Japan.
No,
Someplace in Asia, maybe.
South Korea.
Indonesia.
no. All of them.
Remember,
So let's say a person is born in Canada. Are they automatically Canadian?
Yes.
What
Yeah.
happens if a
maybe,
panda?
yeah, I
What if a
think so.
panda? What if a panda is born in Canada? Is it Canadian?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so it's born in
No.
Partially.
Canada.
No, zero. Even if a panda is born and raised in Canada, it is not Canadian. You guys need to know this. It
Yeah,
is
every-
Yes. Who knows the
The
answer?
Pandas is Chinese because it originated from China.
Yes. Does anyone know if there's anywhere else in the world that has pandas or just China?
China is the only place that has natural.
Lots of places have pandas.
Probably
Express.
everywhere.
I'm not talking about the zoo guys. And by the way, anytime I'm looking for a panda nature reserve, it always gives me stupid Chinese food. Look, Panda Express. No. Who here likes Chinese food? I like Chinese food. Okay, so here we go. This is where the pandas come from. Who can see my screen?
I know where it is.
Okay.
Not so big.
Do we have lots of pandas or not so much pandas?
Definitely not so much.
Why? Okay, I'm going to ask Jason a question. Why do we have so few pandas in the world?
Because habitat is shrinking and they only eat. Bamboo makes up 99% of the diet.
Yes.
And the rest of 1% can be meat.
Yes. So essentially, they're
And the meat.
Majority, exactly. Majority, they are herbivore. Yes. Angelina, what do you know about pandas?
They're black and white.
Very good. Are they related? Are they? What family are they part of? What animal family would you say the pandas are part of?
Bear family also.
Okay.
Yeah, the bear.
Okay. So, question is, what is the bear's cousin in Canada?
The grizzly bear.
Yeah. So it's kind of like one of them is like the old world and one of them is the new, but they're all bears, right? Okay. Very good. Next question. Let's see here. Chloe, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. What is the difference between Hong Kong and China?
I just know that Hong Kong usually most people speak Cantonese versus the rest of China usually speaks Mandarin.
Very good. And
yeah, that's because Hong Kong used to be English.
Okay, can we just stop? I want Chloe because Chloe, you're a Hong Konger from Hong Kong, right? No, are you?
No.
Oh, sorry. Do you know about Hong Kong a little bit?
Not really.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Before 1997, Britain used to run Hong Kong. Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
Okay, 1997, because you guys are what, really young, right? But that was like when I was 10 years old. So when I was 10 years old as a little boy, I watched a big ceremony where Hong Kong took over, the Chinese government took over Hong Kong. Do you know what's beside Hong Kong, Chloe?
Nope.
Can you look at my screen here, please?
I am. Macau?
Yes. So I'm not sure if you know this, but Macau is a separate city, just like Hong Kong, but Hong Kong is run by the British, okay, before, and Macau was run by Portuguese. So they have lots of Portuguese history in Macau, and you have lots of British history in Hong Kong. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Alfred, what kind of British stuff would you find in Hong Kong? How would you know that Hong Kong is British?
I don't know.
Just look at the map. Like, any hints that the British were there? Anything look not Chinese? Maybe the names look a little bit
The
British.
names of the stuff.
Okay, tell me a name that might sound British. I'll give you one. Aberdeen County Park. That's a city in Scotland. So they obviously thought the park looked like Scotland, right? See?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you another one. Victoria Bay. Victoria is named after Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria. Yeah.
Okay, so do you understand that Hong Kong is a very British-dominated culture, even though it's Chinese people? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very international. Okay.
Maybe like the language, they speak English.
Well, I'll tell you something. They would speak English at a much higher level than mainland Chinese. Their culture is more aligned with Canadian culture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they have for example, if I went to Hong Kong and I had to go to court, it would have no issues. But if I went to mainland China, I wouldn't understand the laws.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'll give you another name. Do you see here Stanley Park?
Yeah.
Stanley, can you see kind of the remnants? Ocean Park, Beaufort Island. This is speaking about a great British settlement. Okay, Angelina, do you think that other countries have occupied China?
Japan and World War II. So.
Okay. So Angelina, have you ever heard of a city called Nanking?
No.
Okay, Nanking. Okay. Do you like history, right?
No, no, not. Oh, like, oh,
Okay, this is like world history, okay? So essentially, who knows where Japan is?
Me.
It's not Nanjing, it's Nanjing.
But the thing is, I'm a white guy. I can't pronounce the Chinese letters or the sounds. It's
I'm
very
not
hard for me.
forcing you to pronounce it. I'm saying it best of you.
Okay.
Nanjing.
It's
not
Nanjing. Oh, I'm sorry. When I was young, they called it Nanking in the school. Okay, Eric, how do you say it? Hello?
Nanjing?
Is it, can you guys read the Chinese there?
No.
Yeah, I can read Chinese. Oh yeah, there's Chinese too.
Okay.
Nanjing Shi. Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't speak any Chinese, guys. Okay, Michael Lee, are you there? Michael Lee?
Yes.
Question.
Yeah.
So what countries are around China?
What countries are around China?
Yeah, this country, China is a big country, eh?
Russia.
Okay, so is Russia to the north or the south? What would you say?
North.
Okay, what other countries are around China?
Europe.
Europe is a continent, but what country is? By the way, you can tell a country because
There's
it's gold.
Australia.
No, it's what country is a land border. Okay.
Oh, land border.
Yes, land border. Land border. So
it's surrounded by 13.
okay, so Angelina, can you tell me a country that borders China by land?
Sure.
Yeah, give me a country that is that borders China.
Like, do you mean like is on the border of
Yes,
China?
exactly. So you leave China and you touch this other country. Look at my map here for reference. We have China and we have Asia here, and we already know that Russia is a bordering country. What other countries are bordering China?
I don't know, Bangladesh or something.
Let's see here. Let's see if that's Bangladesh. It's actually India. So India borders China.
India, sorry.
Okay, Chloe, can you tell me a country that borders China?
Does North Korea border China?
Yeah, it does. Okay, North Korea. Who knows who runs North Korea?
The Jong, I don't know how to say his name.
The Jong, I don't remember what his name is, but
That guy, that's
like,
a bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Angelina, what do you know about Kim Jong-un?
oh, that's the name.
Yeah, I can't say it.
He's a dude.
Does he like freedom for his people?
No.
No. Chloe, does North Korea like freedom?
No.
Eric, does North Korea like freedom?
No.
Do you guys think that people eat lots of food in North Korea?
No.
No.
Okay, Luca, what other countries border China? Luca,
Yes.
give me some more, Luca. Give me some countries that border China.
Okay.
So this is China, right? Pretty big. Pretty big. There's a lot of countries to choose from.
North Korea.
Yeah, sorry, bud. It's gone. Give me something else.
Russia and
Oh my gosh. Japanese were
You already got Russia. Okay, I'll give you one.
and
Kyrgyzstan.
Mongolia.
Okay, Mongolia is one. Kyrgyzstan. Jason, give me a country that borders China.
Afghanistan.
Everyone.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Afghanistan.
Africa's done?
I said
I think he's trying to say Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
That's how you say it.
Okay, Afghanistan. So I'm going to go and tell you guys the countries, okay? And you're going to say it after me, okay?
Thailand.
No. I'm going to say it first, guys, in the correct English, and you're going to say it after me, okay? Okay?
Okay, sir. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I had it.
everyone say it together. North Korea,
North Korea.
North Korea.
Mongolia,
Mongolia.
Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan,
Kyrgyzstan,
Kyrgyzstan,
Tajikistan,
Tajikistan,
Afghanistan,
Afghanistan,
Pakistan,
Pakistan,
India,
India.
Nepal,
Nepal,
Bhutan,
Bhutan,
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh,
Sorry for saying that funny. I gotta be more professional. Bangladesh,
Bangladesh,
Myanmar,
Myanmar,
Lagos,
Lagos,
together, Thailand.
Lagos?
Thailand.
Yes, Lagos.
Thailand.
Vietnam,
Vietnam.
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
This is called East Asia. Do you guys know what East Asia is?
Yes.
East of Asia,
So when we talk about East Asian people, we're talking about China, North Korea, South Korea, and Japan, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Okay, do you think that generally people look different based on where they're located?
yeah,
Do you think that South Koreans look the same as Thai people?
probably,
Yes. Would you say that people are darker the farther down you get?
probably.
Very good. I'm not sure if you guys know that, but if you raise your hand if you are Chinese. Raise your hand if you are Chinese. Okay, if you are Chinese in this class, I want you to put on your screen and raise your hand. So I see a lot of Chinese people. Okay, so if you're
Then
Chinese,
you said put on your screen.
no, I asked if you are Chinese, I have information for you. That's why I want to raise your hand.
Oh
So,
God, it's so
okay,
funny.
so
It's everyone except you.
Okay,
and
good.
Justin.
yeah, but that's okay. So people who are in Canada are Aboriginal, right? But let's say you're Chinese, Han Chinese, you are native to right here, the Yellow Sea. Who knows the Yellow Sea, Angelina?
The Yellow Sea,
Yes, tell me about the Yellow Sea.
it's a Yellow Sea.
It is the most important thing in Chinese history. And by
Oh,
the way,
I-
Jason, I can't see your cat. Okay, so Angelina, you are called Han Chinese. Did I teach you that before?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so remember how I am Jewish, right? So I am Jewish. You are Han Chinese. Who sees that? I have to go and press enter, I think. Han Chinese. Who sees that?
Me.
I'm going to show you Wikipedia. Sorry about this. Okay, I want to show you on the Wikipedia this. Okay, here we go. This is very important for guys to know where you're from, okay? Luca, are you there?
Yes.
Are you Chinese background at all?
Yes.
What kind of Chinese are you? From where?
Brain fart.
Like the mainland part or like the Hong Kongish Thailand part?
Shanghai, that's what it was, yeah.
Okay, I want everyone to look at my screen and look at the picture of this man, woman. Does everyone think this is the same people as them?
They might be Chinese, they might be Japanese, and they might be Korean.
It looks like they're Japanese. I don't know.
Okay, so here it says these people are Han Chinese, okay? If you are from China, this is your people, okay? I have a question for you, right? How many Han Chinese people live in the world? It's on my screen, guys. Who's the first to see?
One. No, wait,
Okay, look at my screen here. Where are the how many Han Chinese people live in the world?
97%.
No, how many? How many look at my screen. Luca, tell me on my screen how many Han Chinese, sorry?
1.4 billion.
Exactly. Is that a lot of people?
Yes.
Eric, which two countries have the most amount of Han Chinese? Eric.
China and Taiwan.
Okay. And I want Justin to tell me, can you tell me some other countries that Chinese like to live in? Justin.
Canada.
No, look at my map.
Oh,
Tell me first the countries that have the most Chinese people in them. Biggest to least, based on my screen.
Thailand.
Yes, keep going.
Malaysia.
Yes.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah.
Singapore.
Very good.
Myanmar.
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Okay, let's see. Let's see who I can call on. Alfred, tell me a very famous Chinese American.
Very famous Chinese American. Let me
Yes.
think.
So if you were to ask a white guy who's the most famous Chinese American, who's he gonna say?
Um,
I'll give you one. Jeremy, what's his name?
Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, he's number
Yeah.
one, but who else is number two? Andrew. He ran for the mayor and the presidency. Andrew is very important. This is the number two most famous Chinese American. Who knows who's on my screen? Eric, who's on my screen?
Andrew Yang.
Okay, Luca, who's on my screen?
Andrew Yang.
Okay, Luca, tell me why we have to know about Andrew Yang. Just tell me something that is noteworthy about him. Why would someone care about him?
It says that he's the son of immigrants.
That's not important. What did he do? It's not important.
You said he ran for president, I think.
Yeah, he ran for president. Yeah, he ran
that
for.
sounds important.
Yeah, he ran for two levels of government, president and mayor. Chloe.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's important that Chinese people are active in society here, or should they be quiet?
I think they should
That's
be.
racist if you say the second one.
Well, the thing is, I'm asking you guys what your opinion is. It's not my job to tell you. Do you think I'm a racist? Jason, do you think I'm a racist?
No, but if you choose the second thing, saying that the Chinese should not get involved, it's racist.
Well, my agenda is that you guys become the best you. Okay, another thing. Who wants to read for me? Angelina. Angelina, I need you.
Yeah.
What is the University of Toronto, my dude?
It's like the university. It's basically the University of Toronto.
Okay. So I think they should change the name to the University of Toronto. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you say this is a major school? Or small school?
Yeah. It's not
Major.
small.
Major.
It's pretty major. Yeah.
Okay. Read this first line for me, Angelina.
Anti-Asian discrimination on the rise in Canada. UFT researchers find ...
Okay, question for you. What is UFT stand for?
University of Toronto.
Okay, if anyone here is American, Toronto is our biggest city. You should know that. Michael Lee, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, bud. Could you read these two small paragraphs for me?
Sure. Anti-Asian and discrimination is on the rise in Canada with reports of discrimination.
No,
It
it's kind of hard. Discriminatory.
Discriminatory.
It's hard, man. It's one of those hard ones. Okay, go.
It is since more than tripling over the last year.
Yeah, buddy.
That's according to the preliminary results of a
no. I will not accept that from you. You can do better. Preliminary. Good.
Okay, results of a 2-year study co-led by social demographer
Good.
Wang Guziang, an associate professor of sociology at the University of...
No, sociology.
Is that not what I said?
No, that was wrong. Listen, I want you to be perfect, my man. Give it to me again. Sociology.
Sociology.
Okay.
Is that not one? Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
Of the
Let's
University
move on. Yeah.
of Toronto, Mississauga.
Good.
The research team also includes Xiaolin Wei, an associate professor at the U of T,
Yeah.
Dallin Lena School of Public Health, Peter Wang, a professor at what?
I can't pronounce it, man. Sorry.
Lena in Memorial University in
Memorial.
Memorial University
Yes.
in Lia Yang, professor at Ryerson University.
Awesome. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Okay. Anti-Asian, does that mean anti-Indian?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Not in this context, unfortunately. What we're talking about is anti-Oriental. So people in this context, in this language, we're talking about people who are Chinese, Korean, Japanese, people being racist towards them, not about India. That's something different, okay? It's a different language. Chloe,
Yes.
can you please read these two paragraphs for me?
Okay. The study notes that the Canadian Chinese community was already taking precautions by February of 2020,
Good.
when Canada had just 8 confirmed cases of COVID-19.
Good.
That includes avoiding restaurants and cultural gatherings such as Lunar New Year, wearing face masks, and self-isolating after returning home from trips abroad.
Good.
At that time, the Chinese community was taking action to isolate themselves and provide mutual help to each other.
Okay,
Same-
that's awesome. Okay, question. What does confirmed mean? If I have something is confirmed, confirmation, what does that mean? Please help me understand what that means. Confirmed. Have you heard that term before? Chloe?
Yes.
Okay, how would you use that word confirmed? Use it in a sentence.
Me or Chloe?
Chloe, I was trying to get Chloe to go. Chloe,
Yeah.
I'm not so tech savvy, so I'm just trying to make sure the right person. Chloe, what does confirmed mean?
Confirmed mean is like, I don't know how to describe it, but like confirmed is like something that has been like approved, I guess. Sort of.
Yes, so obviously it's been tracked and recorded. Another word is verified, okay, Chloe?
Okay.
Okay, Chloe, what does self-isolating mean?
Like you're like by yourself and you're isolating from like staying away from other people.
You got it. Okay. Who's next? Who haven't I called on next? Come on. I don't want to pick someone new. Who haven't I called on, guys?
Can you send the
me.
link in the chat?
Sorry. What?
Can you send the article's link in the chat?
Yeah.
Because reading is too slow.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay. Let me know if you guys, can I just send it in the chat? Let me know if you guys can access that for me, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I want you guys to all make sure you guys have it and open up, okay? So I'm going to read and then I'm going to open up for discussion, okay? From keywords. Are you guys ready? Say, I'm ready. Hello? Say, I'm ready.
Ready?
Ready. Again, louder.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Listen, Angelina, thank you for coming through for me. Okay, here we go. The study, which aims to assess the prevalence of racial discrimination against Chinese immigrants and the likelihood of experiencing discrimination against social groups, launched in April 2020 with an online survey of 700 Chinese respondents living in Canada. For example, so they did a survey. And how do they do a survey? They wanted to find out how the average Chinese guy or girl feels. There's an average Chinese guy or girl. They called 700 of them, and they wanted to know what they had to say. Raise your hand if you know what the response is going to be before reading it. Anyone want to answer?
Me?
Yep, you tell me. If I asked 700 Canadian Chinese folks about if racism has changed in the past year, what will they tell me if I call 700 Chinese people?
like if racism has changed.
Yeah, has it gone up or down the last year? If I
Probably
ask,
going up
okay, how would they see that? Show me how they.
because like everywhere you can see like these anti-Asian, like even
Yeah.
Asian lives matter too. Like
Yeah,
and that's when they know that like
yeah,
people are trying to defend like Asians or what or
yes,
something like for racism. So yeah,
yes.
you can tell from like internet, like Twitter, like even a bunch of social media platforms. So they
You
can
got it.
yeah.
By the way, if you see it, regardless of what you do, there's hatred everywhere. Okay, so about 10% of respondents to the April survey indicate that they have experienced instance of discrimination since the start of the pandemic. Who knows what pandemic means? Raise your hand. Pandemic. Okay, Alfred, go. What's a pandemic?
Basically, like a global lockdown.
Yes, it is very negative. We don't get to go to Wonderland. I am very angry that I don't get to go to Wonderland this summer, but that's a first world problem. Did anybody hear that some Chinese restaurants were losing customers because of COVID? Did anyone hear this? Raise your hand.
But
Okay, since COVID, a lot of Chinese restaurants lost business. So let's say you have a successful Chinese restaurant that serves white people. Before there was a lineup, but because of COVID, those customers don't come as much. Do you guys understand? No?
Yes.
It's not saying racism, but it's racism in your actions. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So it's like I go to the Chinese restaurant for 10 years, and then I hear from Fox News that China caused COVID, and I stop going to my favorite Chinese restaurant. Who thinks that's fair? Anyone want to answer? Hello? Alfred? Tell me what you think about the Chinese restaurants that lost business due to COVID.
it's kind of racist.
Is it racist speech or racist action?
Actions.
What would you say if you told me that you will not eat in restaurants that Jews are there? Would that be the same thing? Or is that different?
Yeah, it's the same.
So do you think we have to overcome racism in Canada? Chloe, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Read from here.
Respondents to the April survey also report feeling higher levels of anxiety, depression, and fear since the pandemic began.
Good.
Data will help the researchers better understand the relationship between racial discrimination and psychological distress in the context of COVID-19.
Awesome.
In contrast,
Wait, this class is from 7:30 to 9?
Yes, you have 10 more minutes. Can you just finish up? I'll finish up with the article, okay? But I just want to get back and you can finish, Chloe. I want to finish what you're reading. It's very important.
Okay, by contrast, preliminary results from a second survey conducted in early 2021 revealed a sharp rise in discriminatory experiences with more than 15% of respondents.
No, 35%.
Oh, more than 35% of respondents indicating they had experienced an incident of discrimination.
Question. So if I describe a sharp rise, what does that mean about the trend? What's a sharp rise in a trend? If I look at a map and I see a sharp rise, what does that mean? Chloe?
Oh, pardon me. Could you say that again?
What is a sharp rise? Sharp.
A mountain has rows there?
Just one second. I want to ask Chloe. No, I'll ask you. So,
No, you never had to ask me. You never did.
Oh, I did. I want to ask you now. Tell me what a sharp rise is.
Like a sudden jump in numbers?
Okay. 1 second here. Raise your hand if you know what an example of discrimination is. Raise your hand. Angelina, please go.
An example of a discrimination is basically like when you like when you're basically discriminating someone. Like,
Give me
say,
a situation where you are discriminating against someone else.
like I am discriminating against someone else.
Yes, I'll give you an example first. I'm renting a restaurant for I own a building. I want a restaurant. I will let anyone rent. However, they can't be Spanish. I don't want Spanish people in my building. Is that allowed?
No.
No. Eric, I want you to read the next. Here. Eric?
Qualitative interviews with 60 respondents conducted in the summer of 2020 revealed different attitudes about what constituted discrimination.
Good.
That was split along age demographics.
Good.
And middle-aged respondents aged 18 to 25 and 25 to 64 respectively are more likely to identify incidents as discriminatory, while
Good.
seniors aged 65 and up are reluctant to use that label.
Very good. So what it says here is that younger people were more likely to identify behavior as discrimination, whereas older people were more likely to not talk about it. They felt ashamed. Do you think it's important to talk about discrimination?
Yes.
What does Jason say?
No, it is important to
What
talk
does-
about discrimination, because if you don't talk about discrimination, then people don't realize it's happening.
Yes, Jason, did you write when you beat gay people using your shoes? Is this true?
No, it was I went to a youth police academy, and they were talking about
Okay.
those incidents about
Okay.
hate, stereotypes, and those, and
Yes.
there were actually a crime committed, which is
Okay.
a group of high schoolers
Oh,
that
high school students. Okay.
first two men were holding hands, and then they started beating them, and they got to the hospital. There was actually one of the shoes actually made a real mark that needed to be
Really?
hospitalized. They got arrested, and when they were interviewed, they said, we don't want gays. I can't use the other word for gay. We don't want gays
Yes.
in our neighborhood. That's what
Well,
they said.
well, the thing is, here in Canada, in America, it's actually against the law to discriminate on
I
someone
know,
if
right?
they're gay.
It is against the law, but they did it anyways.
Well, that's why they're criminals. A criminal is someone who behaves against the law, okay? So do you think that everyone agrees that gay people should be married and have a party?
Yeah.
Does everyone agree with them, or some people don't agree?
Some people
Some people
don't.
don't agree.
Exactly. But the thing is, I think we can all agree that no one should get beat up. Who agrees with me? Everyone should have the same rights and not be beat up or hurt. So obviously these people were arrested. Let's say these people, okay, Eric, I want you to contribute. Eric, go. Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Do you think we should beat up gay people with our shoes?
No.
Why?
Because just because they want to have a relationship with like the same sex doesn't make
Yes.
them any different than any one of us.
Okay, so you're saying that everyone has human rights.
And yeah.
Okay, so I think we all have to come together and realize something. We don't all agree on the same things, right? Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Some people are racist and they say that Jewish and Chinese people shouldn't be here. Some people say that gay people shouldn't be here. Some people say that it should only be this, not be that. But being Canadian is saying that despite our differences, we have a lot in common. To end, everyone in the chat, write one thing that you think is very special about your home country, whether it be Canada or America. Type it in the chat. Something special about your home country. Go. Okay, Alfred, very diverse. I like the answer. I'm going to type now. The people are super friendly to me. Okay. Can I get some more, please? In America, you get a big chance to become whatever you want. Okay. Angelina, I love your answer. Angelina, do you like maple syrup as much as me? Angelina,
Yeah.
can I be honest
like-
with you? I could
I
drink
like
it nonstop.
maple. Yeah. Well,
I love it.
I like maple cookies, you know.
Oh, look at Jason saying it produces so much.
Vermont does. It's the highest.
Ours is better. I am super biased. Okay, so honestly, we're not all the same. Even like most of us are Canadians, but some of us are not. But anyways, I think we can agree that we can actually get along. Everyone, have a great day. I'll see you next week, all right? I hope you had a good time.
See you next week. Have a good
All right,
weekend.
thanks.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a really good time engaging with you guys, eh? Bye-bye.